One of the most important indicators of having great financial health is your net worth. Now, net worth is simply an equation of your assets minus your liabilities. Now, assets can be things like a house that you own, any cars that you own, stocks, any cash that you have, things that you could sell off for actual tangible value. And your liabilities are usually things that you owe. So things like house loans, car loans, student loan debt, credit card debt, all those things, you add it up together and you subtract your liabilities from your assets and you get your net worth number. Now, although someone's net worth can vary a lot throughout their lifetime, we can get a pretty good picture of where you stand financially by comparing net worths of your average age bracket to yourself at this current time. So that's exactly what we're gonna do in this video. So in this video, I'm gonna go over net worths at each age bracket and things that you can do if you're falling behind to get ahead and increase your net worth. Now, the first age bracket that we're gonna go over is your 20s. Now, Forbes says that the median net worth for people in their 20s is $7,400 approximately, and for the average net worth, it's $104,000. Now, I know you're wondering, why is there such a huge discrepancy in these numbers? Well, the median is the middle number, which means that half of people in America have less than $7,000 and half of the people in America have more than $7,000 as their net worth. Now, for this video, I would say it's better to go off the median because a lot of times high earners will end up skewing the data upwards for the average net worth. So it's best to just ignore that 104,000. Now, although it says 7K, a lot of people are in the negatives in their 20s. Now, this is mostly because a lot of people are going to school and they're incurring student loan debt. Increasing their education can also lower your net worth. Now, for instance, if you're going to medical school and you incurred some medical debt, although you're in the negatives, maybe even negative 100,000, by the time you get out of medical school and your income is going to skyrocket, you can compensate for that negative net worth and increase your net worth really fast and see yourself ahead of your peers very soon. I think the biggest thing to worry about in this age bracket is not necessarily the negative net worth, but more so focus on what type of debt that you're incurring. Are you incurring debt that's going to actually help you out financially in the future by increasing your education and your skills? Or are you blowing it on trips, credit cards, and all things that you don't actually need? A couple tips that people can use in their 20s is lowering your expenses, such as living with roommates or living with your parents for a little bit to save some money, and also make sure you focus on increasing your skills because these skills are going to be the foundation that's going to propel you to financial success later on in your life. Now, the next age bracket that we have is the 30s. Now, in the 30s, you can expect a net worth of $35,000 as the median, and then for the average, they have an average net worth of $292,000. Now, in this stage of life, a lot of things can be changing for you. A lot of times people will be having kids, they'll be moving because of jobs, they'll start to buy a house, incur a mortgage, things that can cost a lot that could really impact your net worth. But the one good thing is, a lot of times people are going to be a lot further and more established in their career than when they were in their 20s. So a lot of times this allows for more wiggle room within their budget. I think the best advice that I have for this age bracket is simply avoid lifestyle creep. There's going to be a lot of things that are picking at you. You're trying to buy a house. Make sure you don't buy too much house, big car loans, big weddings, all these things that can affect you later on in your life. You want to make sure that you have a strong foundation and start with good financial health and build and get better things later on in life. Next up, we have the 40s age bracket. Now, for 40, the median net worth according to Forbes is $126,000, with the average falling in at $740,000. Chances are when you're in your 40s, you're getting very far into your career and also you're reaching the peak of your earning potential. Now, a couple good things to be mindful of when you're at this age is to focus on the things that are going to help you out during a retirement age. Things like building assets such as buying a home if that suits you. I know some people like to rent, but if you buy a home, a lot of times you can lower your overall costs once you pay it off and you reach retirement age, and the only thing you have to worry about is things like property tax and just little maintenance items here and there. Also, focus on investing in retirement accounts. A lot of jobs offer 5% matches and sometimes even over 5% match for the 401k, and also make sure you're taking advantage of things like the Roth IRA and other things that'll help you out further on in the future. Next up, we have the 50s age bracket. Now, the median net worth for people in their 50s is approximately $290,000, with the average coming in at $1,345,000. Now, at this age, I'm sure you're thinking about retirement. You can almost taste it. You're sick and tired of your job and you just want to relax and sip some mimosas. I get you. The average retirement age is usually between like 55 to 70. At this point, hopefully you have great investments that you can start to use towards your retirement. You're at the peak of your earning potential and you're focusing on investing and saving money that will propel you for the rest of your life. Now, the last age bracket that we're gonna go over is the 60s. Now, in the 60s, Forbes says that people have a median net worth of $446,000, with the average coming in at $1,654,000. Now, the recommended amount for retirement is you need to be withdrawing about 3 to 5% from your retirement account just to be completely safe and to make sure that you don't lose any money. Now, a lot of times you're gonna probably need more than $400,000 in order to do this, but just be very cognizant of the actual amount of money that you have left over before you actually retire so you can sustain yourself for the rest of your life. But a lot of time at this point, people are winding down their careers. They might start a part-time job to where it's not as strenuous on themselves and they can spend more time doing the things that they love. But let me know, do you feel like you're on track with the median net worth according to Forbes in 2024? I would love to hear your opinions down in the comments below, and also tell me what are some great tips that you have for people to increase their net worth earlier on in their life so they can have a great life later on. Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.